All right, here's the menu. Harvester's Irresistibly Delicious. Ooh, salad bar. I love salads. Free unlimited salad with every meal. It's kind of like a Chili's or Applebee's menu. Let me see what I want. And something else I noticed is they usually serve Coke or Pepsi. Or Coke and Pepsi. In this case, they serve Coke and Pepsi. That's about it as far as soft drinks. And they bring it to you in a glass bottle with a glass. Don't see too many glass bottles over in the U.S. anymore. Okay, so here's a salad, which is a salad bar. Fries, gravy, rolls, chicken, ribs, and that is the honey drizzled cornbread. And Lisa got chicken and cornbread and fries. Okay, the salad was really good. Lisa liked hers also. The hot honey drizzled cornbread was pretty good too. It's got actually corn in it, and it tastes more like a dessert. It's really good. I haven't tried anything else but the fries. The fries so far are just kind of basic fries. All right, so we stopped by late night grocery run at Aldi. And just like at the Aldi's in the US, you have to pay £1 or €1 to get your cart, but you get it back when you bring your cart back. We didn't have £1 or €1. There just happened to be a cart free, so we used it. So I left it for the next person that don't have £1 or €1. All right, May 18th, Michael's birthday. We're at Sainsbury, getting groceries again.
Okay.
British milk brought to you by our British suppliers. Red Tractor. Back to Aldi before we head back. I want to check out the Hot Wheels. Okay, let me see what they have here. Don't have a whole lot, so it'll be quick going through it. All right, I got a 68 Dodge Dart, because we actually had a Dodge Dart. I don't think it was a 68 though. And a 1970 Plymouth Barracuda. I think we had a 67 or 68 Barracuda. They were $149 a piece. So what I had was beef, pork, and ham. And this really in a biscuit is some kind of a like croissant, maybe, is the closest I can come up with. Everything's really good though. Okay, so as you walk in, upstairs bathroom, all the light switches are outside. Nice shower and everything. the one bedroom and the other bedroom. The living room, nice big TV. Here's the kitchen area and the back. And that's about it. So we're headed to Bath, UK, Bath, England, and then over to Cardiff, Wales tomorrow. And that fast little buggy there. All right, we got here at the Holiday Inn Express in Bath, England last night, about 10:30. We're getting ready to walk to the Roman baths, and right across or next door is an old cemetery and another old church. And there's a school right next door also. Okay, so Lisa, you ready to walk to the Roman baths?
Yeah.
Here is the front of the hotel. All right, we're trying to cross the street. There's the hotel that we stayed at. We're right in the middle of traffic here. Petrol is 130.9 per liter. Still walking down to the Roman bath area. All right, looks like we're crossing a bridge here. Let's see, Corporation of the City of Bath. Opened 1905. Still making our way to the baths. Not because we need a bath, but because we want to see the bath. All right, we're still headed that way. We're going to turn right on James Street. Okay, now we're on James Street. It's about a 20-minute walk from the hotel. Okay, let's see here. Guess we keep going. Kingsmead Square. Okay, still marching forward. Bath College. It just seems like there's a lot of students walking around. Okay, what is this? The guy's missing his head, the top half of his head. Interesting. That looks like it says mom. Okay, it has us going through a courtyard. Now this gives me the feel of a Walt Disney World fake area, but it's real. I think there's baths all around here that you can actually get in, you know, pay some money and get in. They're not the Roman baths. I think they're down this way. A bunch of cafes and places that offer a quote-unquote Roman bath. Kings and Queens baths. I think entrance in Abbey Churchyard. I think that's where we want to go. Oops, excuse me. Look at the honeycomb brick. Okay, that must be the Abbey. Jack's of Bath. Okay, I guess that's the actual Roman bath. And this is the Abbey. Oh, look at that. I think that's a guy. Yes, he's moving. Thought it was a statue. All right, we're waiting to buy a ticket. It's £20 a piece. To see the Roman baths. All right, so we have our tickets, and they gave us an audio tour to listen to. And there they are, or there it is. And the statues you see overlooking the Great Bath are Victorian statues of Roman emperors and governors. The Roman Bath, built by the Romans. The Roman Baths. The Roman Baths, it's a preserved Roman complex that served as a public bathing and social center dating back to around 70 AD. The baths were built around a natural hot spring, which the Romans called, I think it's pronounced aqua solis, believing it had divine healing properties. Now, where we're at right now was completed in 1897, and when it was opened to the public. The bath below is just one part of the excavated Roman site. There are many, well, there's more baths, and a temple built around the hot spring that the spring naturally comes out of the ground. Today's ground level, where we were walking outside earlier, is actually about 13 feet above the bath. The entire site has four main features: the sacred spring, the Roman temple, and the Roman bath house. Okay, so this one is supposed to be Julius Caesar. Let's see, the Roman bathhouse complex included various bathing rooms, the Great Bath, the East Bath, and changing rooms. The Great Bath is the centerpiece of the complex. That was the big bath that we were looking at, and it was a lead-lined pool originally covered by a massive barrel vaulted roof that isn't there anymore. The east baths featured a large lukewarm pool, a cold plunge pool, and heated rooms with an underfloor heating system. The spring is a natural hot spring, 46 degrees Celsius, 114, almost 115 degrees Fahrenheit. The water still rises at a rate of 257,000 gallons a day. The Romans considered the spring sacred and would throw offerings such as coins and other stuff into the spring. And I believe they found over 12,000 coins, Roman coins, in the springs. It's not really anything that I really want to get in.
No.
There's a museum also that includes a collection of artifacts found at the site, like Roman coins, curse tablets, which were messages inscribed on lead or pewter, rolled up and thrown into the spring, seeking revenge or justice for things done to them that they don't feel is right. And just a few minutes away from the Roman baths was this what they call the Royal Crescent. It was built over 240 years ago, and it is a row of 30 terraced houses laid out in a sweeping crescent. I think I showed a picture right before we went to this part of the video. It was designed by an architect, John Wood the Younger, and built between 1767 and 1774. That was the lawn out in front of the buildings. It's a 500-foot long crescent and has 114 ancient Greek-style columns. One thing I was going to say was there's a ditch. You can just barely see it now because it isn't as deep as it used to be, but it's called a ha-ha ditch. And I've never heard of those till I read this, but it's I'll put a picture up so you can see it. But it's made to keep the animals away from the buildings, keep them in the lawn area, which I guess back then was just a pasture or field. And it was called the Crescent until the 1790s, when Prince Frederick, Duke of York and Albany, stayed at house number 16. And it was also bombed in 1942 during the Blitz, when the Germans were bombing England, and houses number 2 and 17 were bombed and completely destroyed, but have been completely renovated. This is the museum. Number 1 is a museum now. A museum of the Royal Crescent. Now you'll see later, but there's one of the houses, number 22, has a yellow door. Well, that yellow door was painted yellow in the 70s instead of the traditional white. And the woman that owned the property, the house, and painted it was promptly told that she can't do that. So she sued, and she actually won. And she was allowed to keep it yellow, and it's still yellow today.
Red peppers and skia.
This can go with red corn or
See if we can see the yellow door. Okay. Did y'all see the yellow door? All right, 127. I'm just videoing that. Okay, this is the our accommodations in Cardiff, Wales. Just got here. It's probably about 6 o'clock p.m. Looks a lot like, well, identical to the room we just had in Bath, England. So we're gonna take some rest time, much needed rest time. And then probably figure out somewhere to go get something to eat.
End it now.